Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about the Lancome Hypnose Drama Mascara, and as you guys will know if you watch my videos, I got this for Christmas in a set, and this was in my what I got for Christmas haul, and also I use this for the first time in my Getting Ready With Me Boxing Day as well, and that was the first time that I used this, and as you saw on that video, if you watched it, I pretty much was obsessed with this mascara right off the bat from then. And I did get this for Christmas, so I've had this for quite a few months, and I pretty much used to wear this every single day, so I feel like I have a great review that I can give you. There are pros and there are also cons about this mascara. Pretty much every single product that I try out, I find cons to it, not just pros, but there are a lot of them that I do really like, and the pros normally outweigh the cons. And as you know, my Holy Grail mascara is my Maybelline Big Eyes waterproof mascara, so I try to find anything that can live up to that one. That is a drugstore one, and it only costs about £9 over here in the UK, and it is always on offer, so I do try and find a mascara that's going to live up to that one or go past it, and this one I'm going to tell you if it does live up to that one and if it's better than that. So this one is the Hypnose Drama one. It's not waterproof, and they do have loads of different ones in the range. They have a doll one, and they also have ones with sparkles in them as well, so loads of different ones for everyone, but this one is the one that says it's going to lengthen and thicken your eyelashes. So I'm going to tell you about the pros first, and the first pro is that it does definitely lengthen and thicken my eyelashes. Literally, I put this on and my eyelashes are so long, they look a lot thicker as well, and I don't really have long or thick eyelashes. They're pretty much not really existent without any mascara on, as you can see from my makeup tutorials, but this does make them very, very long, and it makes them very thick as well, and I don't really need to put any eyeliner on my waterline because it just manages to get from root to tip. That's a great thing about the brush. The brush is so big that it manages to get root to tip, and it's so easy, and you don't need many coats of this as well because the pigmentation is amazing. I have had mascaras before that say that they're jet black, and they go on and they're pretty patchy, and this one you only need one coat and your eyelashes are the darkest eyelashes you've ever seen in your life. And also with one coat it does lengthen your eyelashes and it does thicken them as well. Another thing is that this is a very nice wet mascara. It's not to the point where it's wet and dry, or it's not to the point where it pretty much smudges everywhere and you can't do anything with it. It is a nice formula. It's a little bit more wet than dry, but it's just okay. It's probably the best formula that I've had for a high-end mascara before, and yeah, I do really like the formula. It doesn't run and it doesn't budge or anything like that, which brings me on to my next point, and this will literally not run for anything. I have really runny eyes throughout spring and summer, and then also winter, and I don't know why I have runny eyes in winter. It's just a bit ridiculous, but when I do and I'm wearing this, it will not run. I could literally cry and this will not run anywhere, and for a mascara that's not waterproof, it's pretty damn good. So yeah, that is another pro that I really like about this mascara. And the last pro that I have is that it stays on all day and it does not flake as well. Literally, I can put this on at 7 o'clock in the morning and I can come home from work, take this off at about 10 o'clock at night just before I go to bed, and it still would be on my eyelashes. It'd still be thick, they'd still be super long and super black as well, and it doesn't flake during the day because there are a lot of mascaras that tend to just flake underneath your eyes and just go everywhere. This one doesn't, even though that it's been on for a very, very long time throughout the whole day, it doesn't tend to flake, and it is quite hard to pick off, which is, I believe, why it's very hard to get off with a waterproof makeup remover as well. So now on to the cons, and the first one is literally the biggest con that I have with this mascara, and I just think it's ridiculous. So I had this for about a month or a month and a half. I'd been using this pretty much every single day, and then it got to the point where it wasn't going on my eyelashes very well at all, and the brush pretty much decided to clog up. The whole of the mascara decided to dry out and just get all cloggy, and the brush looks nothing the same as when I first started using this. Bearing in mind, this was about a month to a month and a half after I first started using it. I hadn't opened it before then at all because, like I said, I got it on Christmas Day. First time I used it was on Boxing Day. I made sure that the lid was closed the whole time and it dried up. It was honestly ridiculous, and it got to the point where the brush and the bristles were just stuck together and it would not do anything. The mascara was so cloggy on top of the bristles that it just pushed them all down, and it's honestly really disgusting. So the face photo on the left is what the mascara looked like beforehand, and then on the right it's what the mascara looks like after a month. It's just ridiculous, and I've never had that with a mascara before, especially with after a month. And when you think that this mascara is £22.50, it's a high-end mascara. It's not as if it's dry. When I first started using it, it was completely fine, it was very wet, and then after a month it just went really disgusting. So that is a giant con for me. That is the thing that really aggravated me with this mascara. Another thing that I don't like is that when you put it underneath your eyes, it does tend to rub off and go underneath your eyes, which is absolutely horrible, and you don't want that when you have a mascara. You don't want to put it on and then an hour later you get all of these black dots underneath your eyes, because it's not very good. Also, this mascara can get very, very clumpy if you use more than one coat. With one coat it looks absolutely gorgeous, it looks so long, so thick, and I really do love it with one coat. If you go in with two coats, which is what I did a couple of times, when it started to dry out it would go very clumpy, your eyelashes would stick together. It looked like you had about 5 spider legs on your eyes, which is not good. I like mascaras that do tend to go a little bit thicker, so some of your eyelashes can stick together. It still looks fine, it still looks beautiful, and your eyelashes still look really thick and long, but when it gets to the point where they're so clumpy it looks like you have 5 spider legs on your eyelashes, it's not good. I would have to go in with my Benefit They're Real mascara wand, my old one, and I would have to just try and sort it out, and then I'd have to go in with an eyebrow comb as well to try and sort that out, and it just ended up being that it was getting a bit annoying. And this was probably after about 3-4 weeks of using this mascara, it tended to do that, which was not the best thing to actually happen. Another con is that it doesn't separate your eyelashes at all. It does to a point manage to get them thicker and sort of a bit more sparse, but whatever happens, your eyelashes are going to stick together. You are going to get about 2 eyelashes that are going to stick together, 2 or 3 on each one, but to be honest it's not too bad. I mean, the effect it gives looks really good, and yeah, I really do like that, but some people might not like where your eyelashes stick together a little bit. And also the brush is big. There are some pros to this, meaning that it gets to all of your eyelash, so it gets from the root to the tip, but the bad thing is it can't get to every single one of your eyelashes. And that's the bit that annoys me, because I have very, very small eyelashes on the inside of my eye, and I need to have a mascara that's going to get to every single one of them, because my eyelashes don't start to get large until about here. So it's probably about 1/4 of the way or 1/3 of the way into my eyelashes. That's when my eyelashes start to get a bit thicker, and then they're really thin and sparse on the inside. My Maybelline Big Eyes mascara tends to get to there very, very well, and it also makes it easier that there are 2 wands on that one, so it can go into the different corners. But this one, I just couldn't really do it, and then when I did try and do it, it tended to get onto my eyelids, and it just didn't look very attractive at all, because I would have just done my makeup and all of my eyeshadow, and then it would go on there, and then I'd have to try and get it off and then restart, and it's just not that good. So I didn't really like the big wand. It was good for some things, but then it was also bad for other things as well. And another con is that the lid gets very clogged up very easily. If you can see on here, I have a lot of product around it that's completely fully dried over, and it was quite hard to actually put the lid on as well as it should have gone on. And the smell puts me off as well, because it is very strong. It's a very chemically strong smell, and when you think that this has been open for a couple of months, you would have thought that the smell would smell a bit like a farmyard, like a lot of mascaras do when they go off, but this one, it just really, really smells of chemicals, like really strong. It was to the point where when I first started using it, I was a bit like, I can smell this mascara on my eyes. It's not good, it's very strong, and if you do have a very sensitive nose, this would probably not be a very good mascara for you, because you would be able to smell it. And like I said, this has been open since Christmas, so about 5 months, and also the smell is still quite strong. And the last con that I have with this mascara is that it's very expensive for what it is. I mean, I got about a month to a month and a half use out of this mascara, and it's £22.50. Now, I don't know if a lot of people have had the same thing happen to them. I have heard that a lot of high-end mascaras, when they are sort of dry formulas, it does tend to dry out very quickly, but this was a wet formula, which I didn't really get, and it just clumped really badly. So I'm not actually a fan. The sad thing is, there are aspects of this mascara that is absolutely amazing, and then there are other aspects of it which just outweighs all of the pros and just pretty much gets to the point where you don't want to buy it anymore and you don't want to use it. I'm going to give this mascara a thumbs down. I really don't like it and I don't think it's worth the money. So this is my full review of the Lancome Hypnose Drama Mascara, and I did not do a demo on this mascara because it's pretty much dried up to the point where you can't put it on your eyelashes anymore. After a month, like I said, it got to that point anyway. But I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and make sure that you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye!